Welcome back to Apple Tree Allotment. Down here bright and early at about 7 AM on a Saturday morning. It's quite a nice morning today. It's been raining a lot again this week, so still boggy down here, but it's dry enough to get some more raised bed building and filling done. Just trying to keep on with the keep on getting stuff done, because soon it'll be time to start using them, and it does seem to take quite a while. So yeah, it's quite a nice day today. Nice blue skies today, and the sun's just popping up behind me over the trees. So today I'll carry on sorting out these beds and filling them. I came down very late after work in the week when it was too dark really. But I just came down and got enough wood to build this bed. So I took off the two sides of this one that were the right height. Unfortunately, the other two aren't the same height, and they're a bit smaller, so I'm not going to use those for this bed. They do match over here, so I might use them over here. So I've got those at home, and I'm going to paint them. I've cut them all to the right size. I'm going to paint them to match these ones, and bring them down next weekend, I guess, when I've got them painted up. So that's going on at home. So today I'll take these bits of wood off, the rest of these bits of wood off. As I say, it was pitch black by the time I'd finished, so way too dark to be doing stuff really. So I'll finish that today, get those off today, ready to be able to build that next time. I need to fill these two beds, so I might do a little bit of that. I've got some compost in the bins behind me, so I'll get some of that off and see how we get on. And the other job I want to do is start work on this area. So what I want to achieve is I want to make this bed into one long bed. So leave that bed there where it is, but join them together essentially. Probably going to take the ends off of these, shove them together, obviously screw them together, and make these into one long bed. I do have this wood here that I can use as well. So to kind of see how we get on, I do want to take out these posts. This isn't something I'm going to finish today. It's an ongoing thing. I do want to level them out as well. They're a bit wonky over here. The site slopes down that way quite a lot to the path. So yeah, I don't really want to get into taking it all out, grading it too much. It's, obviously the soil's established. I want to disturb the beds as little as I can. But obviously I am going to have to do somewhat, and also want to repair that bit, like that bit's coming off and things. So yeah, I want to do some repairs to bits to basically sort of push those bits together, take the ends off them, or maybe use the ends in the middles. Yeah, I'm gonna have a good look how the wood's doing and what we can do. As I say, I'm not going to do that all today. I'm just going to make a start on that, because I want to make sure this space is filled right up. The bed's right back up to here. There was one bed there, but that was out of new wood that I had bought. So I actually took that home to use at home, as it was good. We've got about 6 beds like this in our garden. So I used one of those to replace one that was rotten at home. Yeah, so I'm going to start tinkering with that, measuring what height all this wood is, make sure it matches, and try and see what we can make out of that. And then eventually I'll do the same with these 3 as well. So we've got 4 long beds. There's plenty of room to walk along. When I'm watering, our water butts are over there, so I can walk along the path and come up this way, or the gap at the top this end as well. So it's not a problem, and obviously gives us quite a bit more growing space. It's quite deceiving how big even those small gaps are. So they're probably, I guess, yeah, it's probably 1/2 metre between each one, almost. So obviously 3 gaps, that's 1.5 meters. It's basically almost another one of these beds. space I can make on each row. So yeah, that's my intention today. Bit of a potter about. I was hoping to get this bed done, but I never got round to it this week. So yeah, I'm going to do that. Probably going to start with doing a little bit of filling, just so I can at least get one thing done, one whole thing. Yeah, get these filled up a little bit more. So I've finished for the morning. It's about 9:30 now. So I was here longer than I intended, but I wanted to get a few things done, a few jobs finished. So going through all the wood I've got in my piles, got a few bits over here, and the decking bits I got over there. I managed to find enough to rebuild this bed. It has always been shorter than the others because that's the wood I had at the time, and it is, slightly ironically, still shorter than the others on that side by a couple of inches, but it's the same size as these grey ones now. That's just the length of the woods I had that I wanted to use on that bit, but at least it's the same style, and it's a decent two decking plank high box now, so I can be happy to use that for potatoes. Got loads of depth in it, and nice, fairly solid construction. Obviously this is all using recycled materials, so all the decking is old relatives' decking that's been taken up, and the posts are from there, the railings from those deckings, and even some of the screws. Actually, I can't remember where these ones are from, but they were recycled from something. I tend to keep anything that's good like that. So yeah, so I managed to get that bed completely built out of bits that were made up of the old beds that were here, and a couple of other planks. That's looking good. It was all, managed to find it all the same size, apart from one piece on the side that's just a tiny bit taller, but we can live with that to get a decent bed. I ended up putting a little bit of bark chip down just because it was really muddy here, so I've dug out the bark chips that were there before that have gone, composted down, and I've did a bit there to make it easier while I'm building. I've done the same up here as well. I've dug out that bit and the bit down here and just put some more bark chips down, so it looks a lot nicer, easier to work because it's not as boggy. I've still got various bits to do, but I shall do that another day. The pile at the front of our allotment site is dwindling. A company I guess, dropped it off at some point, so hopefully I'll have enough to finish these bits. But yeah, it's looking good. Other than that, happy to get another bit done. Obviously I haven't painted this one. I'm running out of paint. I've almost run out of paint that I did these on, so I'll have to try and get some more, but for now at least it's done. I can always, before I put even more fill into it, I can always just take the ends off, take out and paint it, and put them back on. It's only 16 screws that are pretty easy to sort out. So yeah, but I'm happy at least I got that project done. Got this one to finish painting at home. That's all cut to size, ready to go, so I've just got to paint it, and then hopefully next week I can bring that down, screw it together. And I managed to so all the stuff off the paths, the old bark chips that have been down for a good couple of years, I've chucked a lot of it in here, some in this one, as a bit of a base, and then obviously I'm going to put a load of soil improver from the council in here, and then some proper bags and compost probably on the top, but this is for potatoes, so they don't mind it too rough and ready. I do also have some compost bins at the back there with enough to fill a little bit of one of these, so I shall do that another day. But generally, site's looking good. Happy that it's starting to get this side's starting to look nicer. It's taken a long time to get this side better. This side I have had to measure up, working out what I'm going to do here, so I've got a better idea of what I'm doing there. Yeah, there's leaks looking good. Still leaks from last year. Eating through those slowly. There's a few dotted around all over the place. Go look at the back here. It's looking nice. Really happy with that. Yeah, looking good. Got 2 beds of that. So yeah, happy with that. Getting there. Looking forward to this week. I've got all the potatoes that I bought out on trays in the windowsill to chit. So looking forward to when the nights are a bit warmer and the frosts are over and we can get those out. They're going to fill. Hopefully the potatoes are going to fill up the 8 beds here. So those 2, 4, 6, 8. That's my plan this year. So first that is main and so first and second crop and then main crop. So hopefully that'll fill that lot. And then yeah, we've got a load of peas and beans. We'll go over this side. Then everything else, whatever else we fancy. I did sort out my seeds, so I'm just sort of starting to plan, do a bit of a list of when things need to go in. I'm going to direct sow most of it this year. Did quite well with that last year, so rather than taking up all the windowsills at home and making it a bit of a nightmare with stuff everywhere, I'll try and do as much as I can down here. Yeah, so hope you enjoyed a little look at what's going on. It's still very wintry and chilly down here. Still too early to do much sowing and things, but it's nice to get some progress. Yeah, so I look forward to talking to you again.